here. So say I wanted a stack of grass.
Humans, even when we cross our T's and dot our I's.
Hey guys, it's Lulu here, and welcome to RCT3 Coaster Showoff episode 4, I think. So this park is called Riverland Theme Park, and as you can see, it's one side of the park is on one side of the river. Then there's a turn in a path to the other side of the river with some more attractions, a swimming pool, and I've basically attempted to theme this park even better than I themed my other parks, by making the whole park just one general theme, which is like the whole river aquatic themed thing. I have trees everywhere, just to make it look nicer. It just looks nicer than my other park. So without further ado, I guess I'll get started. At the entrance of the park, there are a couple of stands here, and then to the left here, there's some more food, and then there's my chair swings here. I'm not really gonna ride those because it's pointless. Then here, this ride is called Fish Out of Water, and as you can see, it's basically a crazy version of a drop tower. Yeah, which is pretty popular compared to my other rides, and I called it Fish Out of Water. Once again, everything kind of the aquatic theme. And then here is my mini rail road across the river. And before I had this path, because at first when I was first building this park, I just had the railway and not the path. Literally, this line would go all through here, then it would come all the way up here, and it'd go through all of this, and it would still be overflowing. I'll get you a picture of that, and I'll show you guys at the end of the video. And as you can see, I have nighttime in this park. It's only for an hour, but yeah. There we go. The next ride, right when you get off of the railway or the path, when you go right here, there are these mini submarines, which basically take you through the river. These have actually got a really long line because there's only like 2 cars. They have like a 12-minute line, so the people like don't get too happy about that. Then my next ride here is just a little ferry children's ride, which I put here just because I had some empty space here. And then here I have some toilets, and then drinks and hot dogs. And finally, here is my first roller coaster that we will watch and ride. So this is Giant Blue, and I'll show you the stats for that quickly. I tried to get the G-force and stuff as realistic as possible. No negative more than 1 I tried, and no positive more than like 4 or 5. And the lateral I don't think I have anything more than like 120. Yeah. We can watch this. I'll fast forward the chain lift because you guys don't need to watch that. And here it goes. It's like a roller coaster water slide. I mean, it's like a roller coaster water ride basically. It's pretty cool. And then it goes back up for one last drop before it kind of just the rest of the ride is trying to make its way back to the station. And then that's just about it. The rest of the ride, it's just kind of making its way back to the station. Now I guess we can ride it. This one's just right at the top of the first chain lift. And as you can hear, I have music throughout the park, but throughout most of the park, which is just, I forget what it's called, but it's like a surfer themed song. It's just, I thought it suited the theme of the park. As you can see, there's fish out of water, which might be the biggest ride of my park. It's either that or the other huge ride I have. I'll show you that in a bit. And that's about it. So my next ride, I think, yep, is called Speedboat. And no, I don't have any music for this ride, but it's basically a launch roller coaster. And here are the stats for it. And, I guess we can fast forward till that starts. Alright. Yeah, this ride is pretty long compared to my other rides, but it's also pretty popular. And that's about it. Now we can ride it. Here it goes. And that's about it. No, I'm just gonna make it big. The next ride is, yeah, down here, and it's called just Pirate Ship. Once again, just another aquatic themed ride. And as you can see, I have the Pirate Rider music, Prairie Rider music playing for it, just because I thought it kind of suited the ride. So yeah, I'm probably not going to ride this. It's not too exciting. It just swings back and forth. And then after that is my water park. So I guess I'll do the water park rides next. This is probably one of the biggest, like a ton of people basically come to this. Like I expected maybe 100 peeps at a time to be here, but I got like 500, which is pretty cool. And I guess I'll show you the rides. So here I have a ride called Fun Bowl, and the stats for these are a little unrealistic just because, as you can see, I don't know, it just messes up the stats for water rides sometimes, like the force results are a little unrealistic. So yeah, I guess we'll ride that. And that's about it. And then my next water ride is Lazy River, you don't need to see that. Called Rock and Roll Super Speed Slide. And I'm not going to watch it, I'm just going to ride it because as you can see the whole thing's basically in a tunnel. So just gotta wait for someone to get on. Here it goes. Oh, and I'll show you the music, the playlist during this ride also. I'm pretty sure I had some music for this ride. Let's see. Yeah, you can kind of hear I have Rock Like a Dude playing. And now for my next water ride. It's called Aqua Launcher. Once again, this is mostly in tunnel, so I'm just going to ride it. It's a launched water slide. And I'll show you the stats for that quickly. Yeah, it's pretty fast for a water slide. And I don't think I showed you the stats for these, so... Yep. Then my next ride is called Tube of Doom. And I have Haunted House music playing. Once again, this one's in mostly a tunnel, so I'm just gonna ride it. Kind of like a children's version of the Rock and Roll Super Slide. And that's about it. Stats are right there. And then this is the king of all my water slides. This one's called 84-foot plunge just because, I'll show you the stats quickly. The highest drop height is 84 feet. And here it goes. I kind of hate how it, when I created this part, I wanted to set it so that right as it turns to night, it turns back to day, but I set it a little, I set it kind of badly, so it actually stays at nighttime for a little bit. And as you can see, it slides across there and flies into the pool. And now I guess we can ride that. And as you can see, I have a ton of rides on the other side of my park still. And I think that is all of my water rides. So moving on from the water park, my next ride is down here to the right, and it is called Stingray, and it is a lay down roller coaster. And here's the stats. This one's like really popular. I actually have 2 trains running, as you can see, but without the lines like all the way up there. So yeah, here's the stats for it. Once again, the negative G-force is a little messed up on this because it's laying down, so really there isn't really much negative G-force, then drops. And the inversions are also messed up because it's laying down, so what it considers an inversion isn't really them going upside down. So I'm going to fast forward the chain lift, and here it goes. And that's about it. And now we can ride it if I can get the camera angle. Here he goes. Just try and get the camera as straight as possible. There we go. Just finishing up right now. And that's about it. So my next ride is I'll just do this section first. Is called Disco, and it's right here. And it's basically just a spinning disc with some funky disco music playing, and it's not too exciting. Once again, this is kind of just a ride I put there because I had some extra space and I didn't know what to do with, but it's pretty popular, I guess. And then my next roller coaster is called Rattlesnake, which is probably the only ride that doesn't fit with the theme, but I guess rattlesnakes kind of live in an aquatic area, kind of, I don't know. But yeah, here's all the stats for it. Oops. And so I'm just gonna wait for them to get on, and then we can get started. Alright, here it goes. This ride isn't too big. It's like, it does a lot of inversions, but it's not tall, and it doesn't really do any big drops. And that's just about it. So now I'm just gonna let it get back to the station, and then we can ride. Oh, I hate the rain. The next time I make a park, I'm changing the climate back to desert so that it doesn't rain like this, because this kind of gets annoying. But here it goes. And that giant thing you're looking at is not a drop tower, it's just an observation tower, don't worry. As you can see, this ride's kind of slow. It's just lots of inversions and twists and stuff. And that part of the ride is kind of good. I probably need to fix that, but too lazy. And that's about it. And moving on to the next section of my part, which is down here. I have two rides. I have this observation tower, this double-deck observation tower. I have these go-karts. I have a hyper coaster here, and I have a wooden coaster. So the observation tower is huge. It goes up to, I think, 400 feet, and then it comes back down. It's not too exciting. And then I have the go-karts here, which just do 2 laps of people racing, and the track goes all the way up there. And so now I'm gonna show you my wooden roller coaster. This is called the Wave, and I actually I built this ride, and it was a really good ride, and then I accidentally deleted it and I forgot to save, so I ended up having to rebuild a different wooden coaster. And I still think it's good. It's just not as good as the original Wave that I built. But no, here it is. So here's the stats. It's a pretty long wooden ride. And here it goes. Oh wow, I need to fix that. Not the ride, just this message that came up. Oh yeah, and they get wet on this ride. And then it goes back up. I hope none of these rides break down as I'm riding them, because that'd be bad. Here it goes. There we go, nice and bright. And that's basically it. Now it's just kind of making its way back to the station so that we can ride it. Because this ride is so long, even though it's not that popular, it still gets quite a long wait because it's such a long ride. I'm gonna fast forward the chain lift. Alright. Please stay bright. Do not turn to nighttime. And I'll just fast forward this chain lift so that you guys don't have to wait through that. about it. Next roller coaster I should say, is this one. It's called Great Blue Dolphin, and it's the biggest roller coaster in my park. And here, I'll show you the stats for this. I'm surprised it's not that popular considering how high the excitement rating is. So yeah, that's about it. And now I'm just gonna wait for these people to get on, and then we can watch it and ride it. So as you can see, it doesn't even fill up a whole car every ride. Let's fast forward the chain lift. And that's about it. Now we can ride it. Oh my god. Every time. I hate how this keeps turning into an eye like that. It's just annoying. Alright, here it goes. And that's about it. I just want to check something. What was a negative G-force? Oh wow. Yeah, on this drop here, I think I forgot to set these brakes. They were supposed to kind of slow the ride down over this drop so that the negative G-force wasn't too high, but I guess I forgot. Let me just check I'm not forgetting anything, because that would be bad. Nope, I think that's just about it. And yeah, I'll get the picture of this line being super long for the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and until next time.